All right, man, we're back on the final moments of Quantum Break. I don't know what episode it's probably 12.
11?
I thought it was last one. 12.
12.
10 or 11 or 12.
I think it's 11 because I think last time we said 10.
All right.
But
As per moment, 11. As per me, 12. So here we are. Final moments. We're going to the pool. I wanted to say Beth, but it didn't give me that option. They would have known that I would have failed. What would have you done?
I don't know. I would probably save her and.
But Will says not to say Beth. If she died, then that was unnecessary. That sacrifice was necessary to be to where you are. He wants to save the fracture from our timeline, not the past. That was Jack's plan, to go to the past, fix it, and he's like, no, it doesn't work that way because it's gonna create a loop.
Right.
You know, if I die in the past, let me die instead of you trying to come back, trying to save me. You're never gonna break this loop. You have to go to the future, fix it there, and stay there. That's basically what he was saying.
Which is true.
Look, I know I've kept you in the dark. But when I started my work, you were so young, and afterwards, I always hoped it would all pass you by without touching you.
Yeah. I get it. Come on. Let's just go to the future and fix this mess.
There. It's locked.
You hid the machine here. You really never used it yourself?
No, I didn't dare. Not after the men came out. It was Paul. He tried to kill me.
It says follow wheel. The wheel ain't moving. The machine is down there, but it doesn't give me the option to open it. All right.
Damn. Rusted shut. Jack, a hand?
Or like a shoulder. Let's go.
One more time.
And that's why
When
whenever
Mark
we
for the
came
time
back,
machine
this
at the
door was
university,
open.
Paul was trapped in it.
Ah.
He escaped into the future. Whatever happened to him there changed him.
Somehow he found my machine there and used it to come back to 1999.
And founded Monarch. He escaped from Monarch and became what he escaped from.
Sanity. I never should have built the machine. I should have left well enough alone. Just the way I left it. Hope it still works.
He does.
All right, we'll go to the future. A little after your time of departure. Before the fractures stop time permanently. I don't know. I'm a little concerned about this.
It'll be dangerous.
Of course it'd be dangerous. At this point, what isn't? But I have been curious to try this. Wow. So this is what it looks like.
Like, you don't know, man. You already did it. Let's go.
Hey, Jack. When we exit, it'll be a little past the point you were at when you left to save me. That's our window. When we know it can work. But before time actually ends for good.
There may not be much of a window. Monarch was sure it was imminent.
Like they're experts.
They kind of are.
All they know they stole from me. You worry about your end. I'll worry about mine.
All right, Will. That works.
This is amazing. All those years. I never imagined that it would be like this.
Crap. Hang on, Will. Damn it. What the hell did they do to the time machine? Gotta move.
Oh, he's frozen. Isn't
Yeah.
Will. I need to get him moving.
Better not, Jack. I don't know how Will managed to get here, but forget it.
This is bigger than the two of us. You know time's about to stop for good.
Yes, it is. Hence the lifeboat program.
A bunch of desperate people sitting around in a bunker somewhere waiting for the inevitable? Jesus, Paul.
You stole the CFR, Jack.
I stole it?
And the plan depends on it. So... I'll take that back now, please.
I can't do that.
I know. I gave you every chance.
Crap. Ooh, that was close.
So like a boss battle, huh?
Yeah.
Did it not hit him? Oh no, come on.
Okay, see them? He's up there.
Yeah.
When he blows up, run. And if you touch that red thing, you're dead. Uh-oh, here comes. Another one. Where? Oh.
Now's my chance.
There you go, baby.
start laughing and say, finally.
Hey, Will, hey. It's okay. Jack.
What? Never mind. Tell me later. We got work to do.
Yes, we do.
I'll have to hook up the countermeasure to the core. It's designed to hypersaturate the Maya Joyce field with chronon particles. The time machine's like an amplifier. That'll cause a chain reaction and rejuvenate the field. It'll be a universal event.
What do you need?
The countermeasure's charge is low. We'll need a jolt of chronon particles. A jump start. That's you. Don't stop.
Hurry up! It's working. It's like I'm pushing against the entire goddamn universe. Got it!
The countermeasure. It stitched time back together everywhere. The destruction couldn't be undone. The lives we lost were real. But we fixed it.
Jack.
Will,
Clocks kept on ticking.
come on. Come on. I think we just saved the universe.
Yeah. Where's Paul?
He's dead. He's gone. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Will, he was wrong about everything.
Was he?
Will. The countermeasure worked.
Whoa. Countermeasure burned out. The Maya Joyce field should be stable now. Of course, I'll have to run a few tests to confirm. But there's no reason to believe that the fracture isn't over.
One more question. Paul Serene's entire philosophy was that time is a set path, and nothing can be changed. At the time, you obviously disagreed. But after everything you've seen and done, we need to know. What do you believe now? Was he right? Or is it possible to change things?
I'll come back for you.
All right, man. Tell me what you think.
Oh, that was a plot twist at the end. Looks like Beth will be alive.
Now, man, this is just straight up my thinking. Okay. So, at the end of oh man, you go, man. I'm gonna cry. You got it.
Well, I don't know what to say. I want to know what you're thinking.
All right, so when Paul first created the machine, he's your buddy, and he just went into this thing and came back as the bad guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, oh man, trying to keep it together, but at the whenever he came back, he's a bad dude, and you know they're like, okay, well, where's Paul Serene? It don't matter, he's gone. He was wrong, and Will is like, well, was it? Uh, Throughout the game, Paul Serene kept saying that, like, dude, I've tried to fix things. I tried to fix things. I tried to fix things, and nothing has happened. So this is ultimately the the last thing that we can do because I tried time and time and time again. So maybe the Paul Serene that we saw in this game, the bad guy, the bad Paul Serene, because we never saw the good one. We always dealt with the bad one. So this Paul Serene that we seen was probably one that was doing the Jack Joyce game, trying to save things, trying to make things better, and he kept going in a loop over and over and over until he was like, okay, this is not possible, this is not happening, I need to do things different. At the end of this game, when the interviewer is asking him like, well, can you change things or can you not? You are presented with the junction opportunity. Should I say yes, we can change things, or should we keep going? Well, who was the one that had the junction options throughout the game? Paul Serene. So we right there are about to become a Paul Serene. Now we have control over time or things that we want to do. So do we want to do this or do we want to do something different? So I think that we are about to become the bad guy. So like if there was another game per se, or not another game but in the timeline, we would have to where like, you know, we're trying to do things and then there'll be someone else saying like, hey dude, you can't save people, you can't save Beth, blah 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 blah, and then you're gonna have somebody who's gonna try to stop you and sees you as the bad guy even though your intentions are good. So if you remember, Paul Serene was like, man, I ain't afraid of dying, I'm just afraid of becoming the bad guy because he has good intentions. He wants to save, and to his belief, the lifeboat protocol is the last thing that he hasn't tried, or that's the last piece of the puzzle, the last thing he can do for humanity. But here's Jack Joyce trying to be a hero, trying to stop it. So was Paul Serene being right? And we were the bad guys trying to stop it from happening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And at the end, did the bad guys won because we stopped this from happening? Because obviously the stutters didn't happen. Martin, you know, he's a shifter, and you know he comes from some other place, and he was saying like, dude, I try to be what you're doing. I was trying to do exactly what you were doing, and that didn't work. So now I have to go with this. And he was allied with Paul Serene, so maybe Paul Serene was right all along, and we were just there to screw everything up. What do you think?
I couldn't have explained it any better.
As much as I want to go back for Beth, it's one of those
Can't.
things that, you know, I don't think you could, but, you know, he kept saying that he didn't care, you know, when the interviewer, and remember when I told you, like, in the very beginning, they tell you how the things played out throughout the game?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the interviewer asked you in the very beginning of the game, she says, like, I think, like, Jack Joyce said, like, oh, okay, so yeah, so you know what happened then. And she was like, well, I don't, because everyone that was involved with you is dead.
Yeah, I heard that.
So right there from the very beginning, they just pretty much told you that everyone that was involved in this, even Will, was gonna ultimately wind up dead. So when we're there in the office, who knows what reality that is? Because he was. I don't know if you remember that. Whenever the explosion happened at the end, Paul Serene just disappeared. And I think Jack Joyce was about to, because he started stuttering. He started like doing that, and then we switched back to where like we're with the interviewer, and so I don't know what reality we're on, and but we are like have some control over time, or maybe not so much control over time, but we're able to see the possibilities because Paul Serene could see that. He could see a glimpse of the future based on the possibilities. And like I said, at the end of this game, we're presented with this junction to where like we can say stay on our path and say like now the lives they have lost, it was necessary. I don't know if you remember Paul Serene saying that at one point. The people that we lost was just necessary to be to this point, or we are like, you know what, screw that, we can go back and we can try to save everyone. But as per Will, that will just create a loop that will never end because those people are always gonna get hurt, and you're always gonna have wanting to go back, and you're always gonna try to go back and save them. So you're never gonna move on, and that's why what Will said. You just have to let go. You just have to let go and move on. So that was Quantum Break, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think? You like it, man?
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
It's one of my favorite games. I think I beat it several times, and I 100% it. Got all the collectibles, everything, but it's always good. I was like that. I remember when the first time I beat it, I was like, oh dang. Even now when I beat it, I was like, oh my goodness. But if it was up to me, I'll go get you, baby. All right, man. All right, wait, there's more. There's an after scene credits, so here we go. You ready to watch it?
Yep.
All right, here we go, man. We skipped it the first time, so we have to play it again just so that we can get to here.
You've been very patient with us, and very helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, well, that patience is starting to wear pretty thin.
Of course. Right outside.
Mr. Joyce.
Finally. Thought you wanted to talk, not get my life story.
Well, you were at the heart of all of this. And you can understand our need to find out exactly what happened.
I heard it's all being pinned on Paul. It's quite the feat.
Paul Serene always danced to his own tune, you know that. He and his delusions did tremendous damage to Monarch. But we can still salvage this company. We could use a man like you. It's not the same Monarch you know, Mr. Joyce. Your exceptional qualities are obvious, and we both know you have certain needs our expertise could help with. We can help each other.
So here we go. Yes. This is what I was talking about. We can choose to walk away or join Monarch. So that's what I was telling you. Whenever like Paul Serene, at one point he was trying to be us, trying to be the good guy, and then at one point he got to where like, okay, I guess I need to join Monarch in order to save this. So now we're presented to this point, the junction, to where like Martin Hatch is like, all right, man, we can help each other out. And now we will be the face of Monarch if we so choose to stay with Monarch. And then when the story goes, we go to the time machine. Instead of Paul Serene coming out with Monarch guards, it will be Jack Joyce, and we're like, what the crap happened? I thought he was the good guy. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole point where like maybe Hatch was right. So, but anyways, after scene credits. So I hope you guys like it. Now we can finish.
Yes, well, we hope you guys like this video. Make sure to subscribe, like, hit the notifications button to see when we post our next video. and put down in the comments which game we should do next.
You got it, baby. Till next time.
Yeah, well, we'll see you on the next gameplay. Bye.